With Digi-Rim and Digi-Vice in hand, is the Digi-Dynamic force in Digiland. When the Digi-Pass and Digi-Present collide, time to Digi-Side. Digimon, go Monsters, run, champions. Digimon, go Monsters, run, champions.
Hello YouTube, this is Digipal3 bringing you another battle. This time I am using a really generic-ish Sun team with awesomeness to it because it uses my favorite Pokemon, Mien and Shao. So I lead with Ninetales. I could go for the Solar Beam here, but I'm playing it safe just in case it's scarfed or something, and I go into my Gastrodon, which walls all of its attacks except for the Toxic, which he threw. I guess he didn't realize my Ninetales was Specs. Of course he couldn't because it was the first turn of the game. But then he switches out for some weird reason, predicting my Earth Power, but I go for the Ice Beam because I knew he would do that. Which awesome because it breaks his multi-scale and gets this game off really good. He lost his main sweeper's biggest advantage. So then he goes into his Mamoswine to wall me, even though I actually do carry Scald, which is funny because I'm in the sun. But yeah, I carry the Scald, but I'm not going to use it. Instead I'm going to switch out here because I don't feel like taking damage. I'm going to go into my all-purpose Mamoswine wall, my Bronzong, because it has Levitate and Max Defense and resists both ice and ground. So yeah, so I set up my rocks, essentially predicting that he couldn't do anything to me. And he goes in an Easy Bake Oven, which is a Rotom Heat, because yeah, stuff. So I go into my all-purpose Switch in again, who's poisoned so he can't be burned, which I'd rather have the burn, but you know, we can't do a toss-up. Here he sets up Light Screen, so I know it's a screener now, but that's going to damper me a little bit, because my Scald is now doing next to nothing at all. So my best bet here is to just set up a Recover, and then switch out again, just to keep my HP as high as possible, because I need Gastrodon to fight that Dragonite, because it's like the only thing I have that can beat a Dragonite. But here he switches himself, and he goes into his Mamoswine. I'm not sure why. I guess he really couldn't touch me, even with an Overheat. I predicted the Overheat, to be honest, so I went into my Flareon here. My Flareon is actually Gut Set, so Flash Fire won't be increased, and it can be hit by Overheat, but that's just the downside of it, whatever. But here he goes into Rotom. I don't feel like taking a Volt Switch, so I switch back into my Easy Bake. Wait, no, that was just a random switch. Oh, that was my switch into the Mamoswine, alright. So then, yeah, he tries to Will-Wisp my Bronzong again, so I switch back into my Fluffy one, because it's so cute with Fluffy and Blue Fire and stuff. Yeah, but my Flame Charge does almost nothing to it, even in the sun. That Rotom is physically bulky with the Reflect and stuff, so yeah. But then he Volt Switches out of there, and goes and Hitmontop. Hitmontop is another lame Beyblade reference. Yeah. Get that HP, and then I'm returning the Fluffy one to go back into the Bronzong. My Bronzong actually carries Zen Headbutt as its only move, opposed to the Gyro Ball, because I was trying to hit things without losing all my TP. I also carry this here Confuse Ray, so yeah, it's pretty much just a Force Switches all day long, which it will do actually, which is really cool, because then I can set out my Stealth Rocks again, even though he Rapid Spin them away, as his Light Screen wears off, so I know his Reflect's going to wear off this next turn, which is really awesome. He goes on a Scizor, which I'm not happy about seeing because Scizors worry me. But I can take a hit rather nicely and get a Confuse Ray on it. So, there we go, and now Scizor's confused and everything is good. The leftovers recover my HP, and now he's going to switch, which is really strange. I don't get it. I switched myself because I didn't want to stand on a Scizor. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And I go back into my Ninetales. Now here is a huge play. A play that almost cost me the game. My Overheat missed. That is a Specs Overheat in the sun. No matter how much special defense EVs that thing has, it would have killed it. I don't care. But I missed the Overheat. And then I switched out predicting that he would switch out into his Rotom again. But no, he did not switch into his Rotom. Instead, he just stayed in there and used Rapid Spin. So now I'm in another bad situation. I can't stay in there against the Hitmontop with my Stealth Buff. That would be suicidal. So I switch again and take even more Stealth Rock damage, but go into my, oh no, I'm not taking Stealth Rock damage, never set it up. Strange. and go into my Bronzong to take the high jump kick, which I take with about 90 damage done. That's not bad, to be honest. Take another, but get that Zen headbutt in there. Boom. It didn't do much. Apparently it's physically bulky, but I'm not really caring, so I just let my Bronzong die here. I was hoping to get up a Stealth Rocks, but I wasn't paying attention to how much damage it was doing at the time, so yeah, it's my loss. It doesn't matter. So I go into my Flexi Girl, my favorite Pokemon in the entire 5th gen. It is Mienshao, who high jump kicks it to doom. Now he goes into his Dragonite. I know I can't take a hit from that, or kill it in one hit with high jump kicks, so I switch to the Gastrodon here, which is my main counter to Dragonite, as he sets up a Dragon Dance. Now I know I can take anything aside from an Outrage, and if he does go for the Outrage, I can easily wall it with a Bronzong, so my best move here was just spam Ice Beam until Dragonite went down. But he uses Rest, which really confuses me. What Dragonite uses Rest over Roost? I don't know. But it didn't do anything anyways, because he restored his multi-scale and we're back to square one. He got a little more poison damage off, which I think was he was trying to do, but it didn't matter. His Dragon Claw, like I said, doesn't kill me, and I just finish him off with an Ice Beam. Bye-bye Dragonite. Gastrodon served its purpose, and I no longer really need to have it around. So, let's just see what I do here, because I completely forget. Okay, he goes into that thing. Yeah, I just let myself die, because Gastrodon's useless now. It did its job, it got rid of the Dragonite, I'm happy. So, go into my mienshao again, because it's scarfed and it can outspeed almost anything. And high jump kick will demolish the Heaton, because yeah, he even with I have max attack, animate stuff. Yeah, Rotom will not take a hit from a high jump kick like that. Here comes Lantern. I predict a water attack, to be honest. I really do, but I know the sun's up and I can take it really well. I just want to get some big damage on that so I can finish off the rest of his team with high jump kick. So I go for the Solar Beam, which he obviously still doesn't realize I have, and I smash him with it with Spec Solar Beam. That did pretty decent damage, regardless. He switches out, and that makes for advantage for me, because now I know what he's switching into. I go into the fluffy one to hopefully take a Bullet Punch, but doesn't really happen that way, because I just didn't have enough HP. It's really sad. But then I go into my Sawsbuck. I know I can take a Bullet Punch because I run max HP. So I'm going to go and attack with Earthquake, because that's what Nature Power turns into. That was a Life Orb Earthquake. It did a mediocre amount of damage. I'm pretty upset, though. I should have done a little more, like about half. It must be physically bulky invested on that scissor. But it doesn't matter. So he kills me with a Bug Bite. I go into mienshao. I hope I can kill from here. I really hope. And you know what? I actually do. So Scizor goes down. And I'm just pretty much one-shotting everything now, because this is my last chance to win. It's my last Pokemon, my last shot, my last everything. Let's go high jump kicking all the way downtown. Boom, 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 and yes, that is game. Nobody stopped mienshao with a scarf. Well, that was pretty awesome. Comment or whatever. This is